Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for a weekly angel reading for June 22nd through the 28th, 2015. So it's hard to believe that we've already gone through an entire month. And so before we begin our reading, I'd just like to bring to your attention someone had sent me a comment on YouTube, and you asked about a reading for a loved one. And I've noticed this happening before where I'm unable to reply. So this may mean that you may not have an account. I'm not sure. But if you are trying to contact me, it's best to do so either through my website or my Facebook page, which you will find in the description link below. And so, let's just take a moment now. So this is the second time I'm recording this video, and I just started all over again. There was no sound on the previous video. So there must be a reason for that. So let's just tune in now. And as the angels are showing me the third eye, and let's really tune in to what is in your heart as the gateway to oneness, to the having unlimited access to your alignment with Source, and all that may now be manifesting there for you. And what they're kind of indicating is that this is a time period of significant manifestation and change for you. And they want you to have faith. Have faith in the abundance that your dreams will bring to you. And more importantly, what your dreams are leading you to, what they're indicating, is that your dreams and your goals are leading you to a higher purpose, a purpose with your soul and with the universe itself. And they keep writing the word one, which represents oneness, which is the frequency, the fifth dimension frequency is beyond the veil of illusion. And so they're indicating that this week is going to be a huge awakening, sort of a coming out, a week of self-discovery for quite a few of you, in which situations will cause a greater awareness for you of your truth. And so these changes, and maybe may appear to some of you as challenges, are helping you, and they're writing the word I am, are helping you to realize or self-realize your I am presence. So this is a huge shift for all of us, and we this has been coming, and there's just been a lot of preparation for it. But now you are ready to have this revelation of who you truly are be fully manifested in your life. And so they're saying to not worry about these changes, because these are things that you've been praying for. And it's just that you may not be fully aware of how this was going to be, and you didn't realize what you were praying for, actually. But the universe understood. And so this is, you're ready for what's coming, but just understand that the energy that you're feeling or expressing or noticing is all about this evolution and this sort of coming out of your soul, being more present and more anchored in your day-to-day experiences. And as they write the word safe, they're saying that, do not be afraid of this change of energy or the energies that you've been feeling lately that have been unsettling. This is, of course, because of this sort of change of guard that is happening. And the unsettling part is really coming from the ego, whose purpose and energies are being diminished within you in order that the other, your higher self, may expand. And so letting go of that. And I just feel a lot of heat around the heart chakra right now. And it feels like a healing. So just take a moment to take some deep breaths and allow your angels and guides to help you to come out spiritually and to heal any insecurities or vulnerabilities within you that may relate to emotional suffering from the past or past lives. Right now, this is a huge change for you, not just in this lifetime, but for your soul for all lifetimes. Because this is you stepping into your power, and this is what every lifetime has been about. And you've been going through a process, a general process, for you to have acceptance of your power and all that it entails, the full abundance of who you are. And coming into the fullness of all of that, what that means, it means quite a great deal. And it is a profound love which you're about to embrace, one that you probably could not have imagined. And so they just ask you to trust and allow. And as I feel this energy moving and down through the lower three chakras, especially the solar plexus, and they're indicating the sacral chakra, and they're indicating, they wrote the word, so there's some sexual energy that needs to be healed. So things around intimacy, and what they're indicating is they want to free you from issues dealing with intimacy in particular, because this kind of intimacy on a spiritual level, we need to not have any barriers there, because this will interfere with divine intimacy. So there's one thing about physical intimacy, but that's the ego. So if you've been holding back or having fears or worries in these areas, they want you to allow yourself to be healed and to trust and know that you're safe, and to not back away from being intimate on any level that means for you in the human experience. And there are a variety of those, as well as the spiritual. And that means opening up to your life purpose, really stepping out and not being afraid to engage the world and to have an intimate relationship through your purpose that your soul has come here to offer through your gifts and talents. So don't be afraid of, intimacy, like connection. So, like networking and connections, all of these things where there's like a touch, like how do you want to say it? I don't know if this is a phrase, but like a touch point. Don't be afraid to make connections. You see how far you may think that those from where they began with sexual intimacy to connection to do networking, but all of this is about relationship, is it not? And so if we want to make sure that we are not holding anything that is creating a barrier in our ability to communicate, to connect, to be intimate, to be in touch with. Don't be afraid now of your power. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of your power to love, to connect with others, to heal others, to teach others, to caress. Don't be afraid of your creativity and discovering the intimacy of your gifts and your talents. So let's just go ahead and take a moment to see what information comes up for us with the cards. And okay, so this makes a lot of sense. And the card is from the Archangel Gabriel, who is all about that. Your talents and gifts, and especially for those of us who are in the arts and communication. But here she's talking about the role of leadership. And quite clearly it says, it's time for you to assume your leadership power. See, we're just saying that. And position and lovingly guide others. So you see the trumpet there. And this kind of makes me feel like what we're talking about, that this is almost the awakening, the great awakening that we've all read about in various religious doctrines, but not in a scary way. But this is you. This is kind of scary. The only thing that's fearful here is your ego, very afraid of losing control, and giving its trust over to a power that it shielded itself from, and shielded itself from anything outside of its understanding and realm, which is to be afraid, to be insecure, to feel unworthy. So anything beyond the threshold of its own understanding is something that the ego is afraid of. It's not evil, it's just afraid. And we use words like sabotage, but what it's doing is protecting itself from what is unknown. And can't you see that how you've been doing that to yourself? You've been afraid to step out, afraid to own your power. You've been making excuses about what you can and can't do because you're not ready, or because somebody's already done that, or whatever million excuses that we find for ourselves. And the Archangel Gabriel is here, whose name means the strength of God, to support you and to help you find your courage and strength, that your God strength, to stand in your power and to own the beauty, and to own the ability to articulate and communicate, and to get in there and be intimate with the world, and to be fearless, and to shout your message from the rooftop, if you will. So you have what it takes. You're ready. It's inside of you. Let me just tune into this card and see if there are any additional messages from the Archangel Gabriel. And nothing really concrete, but just a sense. It's kind of what I'm seeing is almost kind of blurred. So it gives me a sense. I'm seeing a tree, and I feel like I'm, ready to launch. Like I feel like I'm in the cockpit of an airplane, and just ready to take off. And at the same time, there's this great awareness as the window's a little bit more broader than a cockpit of an airplane. Almost feels like a spaceship. So, and what they're indicating is that they are supporting you with all the changes that will be coming about for you. Particularly, they want you to embrace positively the abundance that your soul is bringing forward, and to know that you are not alone in this process at all, that you're not launching any of these changes in your life by yourself, that you have, and they wrote this word, you have an entire legion of beings, angels, archangels, and ascended masters supporting you and helping you and ready and willing to assist every step of the way. So don't hold back. Okay, so let's take a look at the card for the beginning of the week. And as the heat just gets really intense of their presence. Okay, and so, all right, we have this card. And so at the beginning of the week, this card indicates a sense, first of all, a very profound lesson pops up for you. And this lesson is going to help you to feel more unified in your being. And it's going to help you to see through some things that were holding you back in terms of, social conditions, that you have been clinging to, traditions and things of this sort that have held you back, that you're going to begin to free yourself from these patterns. And so they're indicating also that some of you are being called as spiritual teachers now. And this is a clear message for you to get out there and to share your wisdom and to bring unity within the soul of each of these persons, helping them to find alignment with their truth at the highest level. Let me just tune into this card and see if there are any additional messages. As this card, the number 5, is indicating change. Now, what they're showing me is feeling vulnerable, okay? So when they show me a bare bottom, but they're showing me a car that has sort of an arc shape. So I feel like that, and the direction they're driving in, I'm sort of seeing this vision of this couple from behind. So you're going in the opposite direction, and something is going to sort of turn things around for you. That's going to cause you, and it's going to be like an opening, a gateway. Don't be afraid of this. This is a spiritual awakening. It's showing me the third eye here. So that there's some kind of clarity that you're going to receive as whatever. This could be a partner, this could be a couple, it could be a business partner, but you are going in one direction, and it seems as though something you step through an experience that shifts things around for you and opens your eyes and brings more clarity for you. So just be aware of that at the beginning of the week, that some kind of information or knowledge or wisdom is going to help you to just expand and have greater clarity. Okay? Let's take a look at the card for the middle of the week. I feel like there's a connection here. Okay. So for the middle of the week, we have the 8 of Fire. And this card says that events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. So, and this card is generally about messages, or getting some kind of, you could get something in the mail, or it could be some kind of correspondence. And also that this could indicate that you, in the middle of the week, that you may end up getting a correspondence related to this situation. Now, I get a sense that you may be asked to deliver a message. Okay, since we have this card here, and we have this card, which is generally the Hierophant, or in some decks, a teacher. So, notice that you may end up getting, and I'm kind of hearing that you may get you may get some calls. For those of you who are waiting for calls for a job or for clients in your business, that this may be an important day of communication on many different levels. So don't be afraid to either pick up the phone, okay, or to make a call or to answer some calls that may come in that may be very significant for you. Just pay very much attention to things that come quickly and unexpectedly in terms of communication on many different levels. Things that you may have been waiting for, or that someone may be calling you to actually, for a job, or maybe asking you to do something that is in line with your life purpose. And you may have been, kind of hiding out and thought maybe you did something recently and somewhere and you didn't think it went well, but in the sense I'm getting, and you get a call inviting you back, or inviting you to speak somewhere or to make a presentation. So just be aware of that. Let me just tune into this card to see if there are any additional messages. And then again, I'm still seeing this cockpit. So there's a sense of traveling, or being asked to travel somewhere, or transitioning, doing something, moving in a different direction. I'm also sensing that, that this is something that you've been praying for, and it will manifest, yet you're going to feel a little uncomfortable and a little vulnerable in the situation. You're not going to be sure of yourself. And what they're showing me is that you need to take a moment, take a deep breath, connect in with your guidance, and get the answers from the peace within you. Okay, so be very, very careful about allowing yourself to get involved or distracted by your fears. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the card for the end of the week, for the weekend. Okay, now look at this. So the Wheel of Fortune. And this card indicates a change in direction, okay, for you. And it says a time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. So just what we were just saying here, okay? So this is just very positive how this is working out here in relationship to what we just said. Let me just tune into this card. So for the weekend, a huge shift. The beginning of the week, a huge lesson. Then that lesson opens up your heart, helps you to, and then you start to feel getting information coming in, clarity, possibly getting phone calls or emails or what have you. Things start to move in the middle of the week after you sort of get yourself, there's an adjustment or this understanding. You feel more, things start to flow and start to move. The energy lets up in the middle of the week, and then you have a complete turnaround, one that seems very prosperous for you at the end of the week. Let me just tune into this card and see if there are any additional messages. So they're showing me a chair. So it seems like with all the other cards, there was like, movement, airplanes. So it's like you're launching and things are moving. And then here they're showing me like you're able to relax, but they're showing me almost the seat of like of a king or a very wealthy person, a throne. So something that creates, you're able to relax and feel very stable and secure. So this change, the way the fortune turns for you, is going to create a great deal of stability for you, where you can relax and feel more comfortable. So however that comes out for you. All right, let's take a look at the card from the bottom of the deck. All right, and we have the Star card. Okay, so, all right, this is a great card to receive. And this card, when I pull it from the bottom deck, for me it means the underlying influence for the entire reading. What's going on underneath all of this. So this card is, when I think of the Star card, I think of astrology, and when I first see this card, and it's bringing hope, and it's bringing, messages that have to do with, that indicate that this is astrologically a time for you, a great time of alignment. And here with the Wheel of Fortune card and the Unity card, that is absolutely perfect in our understanding, and the Leadership card. So that this week is going to be huge in terms of, and it's confirming the messages that they were just speaking to us about at the beginning of the reading, that something in your life purpose is going to really sort of unfold for you. And expect this to start at the level of your higher consciousness, and that opening, that breakthrough, which then filters through into the rest of your life and all the other areas. And so this is asking you to really be, to allow things to flow for you. So don't notice how she has these two vessels here. And so what you really want to do is allow things to just flow for you, flow naturally for you. And you see how here it's almost like life, as you allow things to flow, you allow things to grow in your life. So in this week, I feel like Archangel Gabriel is saying, and her name means the beauty of God. So she can help you keep your thoughts focused positively, and to see things, see the beauty in situations when you're having difficulty or challenges that are facing you. And so I get a sense that what is going to be very important for you in this week is to, be hopeful, stay focused, and be optimistic. Allow things to flow. Don't resist them. Okay? As much as your ego is going to, kind of jerk you around and try to drudge up, old feelings, try not to be in resistance, but just allow and go with the flow. And, this is a good time for you to feel optimistic about long term. So I'm hearing it that that if this is something that comes up for you, an opportunity, that it's okay for you to feel, very optimistic about this working out for you. So like if it's a job or something, or new opportunity that you've been wanting to do some kind of in some kind of work, and you get this call, and it's for an interview, and they want you to feel very positive about it, like that this is going to work out, that it's going to be good for you. And so just to allow it, and you can be very hopeful about this. This is going to, replenish and restore things in your life that you have felt you were lacking, or that you have sacrificed recently, for whatever reason that was, that some things are going to be restored, and things are going to turn around for you and be very positive and fortuitous. So, there's a sense that you have every right to have hope. Okay, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and I thank you all for your comments that you've written here on Facebook, and on Facebook as well as here on YouTube. And I thank you for all your likes, and please continue to subscribe here so that you're aware of the readings as they come up. And also join us on the Facebook page, where I write daily card messages Monday through Friday. And if you are looking for an angel reading, please go to my website, theangelschool.com, or you can contact me through Facebook. But for the readings, it's best to just go to my website first. And then if you have any questions, then you can contact me through the Facebook page. So have a beautiful week, and just keep your heart open and allow love the love that is you to transform your life and allow your dreams to manifest and unfold. Until next week, God bless you all.